But Patra, I must say that seeing you in that beautiful tikka, okay, what a graceful look. And I'm being superficial about it to start with, but I must say that it's not just a tikka, it's an identity. It's an identity of an icon that we've seen in our history textbooks, right? And I think that just dressing up that way might have taken you back in time. What did you do outside of the look of it to ensure that you were able to understand the essence of the woman Savitribai Phule? Because I think Savitribai Phule to me is very iconic. I think you and I are both educated girls today in this country because of the efforts of women like this.
Thank you very much. The look, yes, I mean, she's an icon, and Ananth sir actually wanted me to, I mean, honestly, I was really uncomfortable wearing the kashta because it drapes a certain way, and the first day when he told me, the costume person came to me and said, you know, you have to wear the kashta. I was like, sure, I will wear it. Why don't you just like kind of stitch it up so that it's just comfortable for me to like,
you know, like a pre-stitched sari.
Yeah.
Correct.
Also, the kashta is like a dhoti.
Yes.
So just go to the loo also, you've got to undrape the whole thing. I know I'm getting into nitty-gritties, it's not needed. But my point was like, I had never worn that. So anything you haven't done, you just inculcate fear in your head. I walk up to him and I'm like, listen sir, you have to help me. And sir was like, no, you cannot wear a pre-stitched sari. I said, but sir, but you know, he's like, no, you have to wear a kashta. And you know, like, these are the things that help me. Everybody asks about a process, right? But I don't know what the process is. But this, I can say, is something that seeps from external to internal. The moment I would go to my changing vanity, you know, I would wear the kashta, I would wear her tikka, I would tie my hair in a bun. It was beginning of my day. I would know exactly where I left yesterday and where I should start from.
How beautiful. How powerful.
How powerful actually. Yeah. And it's a process. It doesn't happen on your first or second day.
Correct.
The first day you're just overwhelmed. Oh, you're playing Savitri. Oh, it's a whole new crew. Oh, this is a setup. She's an icon. So these 1,000, you know, everybody's just talking in your head. But I feel like with time, you just get a grasp of it. And yes, a kashta does help. Yes, that tikka does help. Wearing those bangles do help. And I feel like these are all actors' tools.
100%. No, I think it was stunning just to see because, as I said, one of the most iconic lines about education in our country has been given to us by Jyotirao Phule. And that line is, if you educate a man, you educate an individual. Yeah. But if you educate a woman, you educate the family. I cannot tell you the amount of times this line has been said in my own home. And I really feel that, you know, the timing of this film couldn't be better because it might be 100 years, but I still feel that there is room for us to understand this better. Did you feel the power of this line as well, Ananth sir?
Yes. In addition to that, he also said that it is important to educate a woman because only a mother can actually, you know, sort of impart values to a child.
Correct.
So the women education is very important. And it's interesting to see that they saw this as the future of India in the mid 19th century, around 1848. So that's why I feel that, you know, this is the first couple of India. If you can call it, like we say, the first lady of India.
Yes, yes.
The first couple
of India.
The first couple of India and India's first social revolutionaries. And they fought not with a weapon, but they fought with the intellect.
Yes,
you
absolutely.
know? So
absolutely.
There are so many things to be learned. And today's youth have to sort of, you know, draw from the fearlessness they had when they were just in their teens. I mean, Savitri was just 12 and he was just 19. Correct. And they helped each other out and Jyotirao educated Savitri. I mean, if they can think so much into the future, if they can have so much foresight, what is wrong with people today who claim to be technologically so advanced and yet they do not think that way for the sake of society, or we are so indifferent that we don't care for anybody anymore. So that is why this film becomes totally relevant today, particularly to the youth, who have to sort of pick it up from here and take the fight forward.
How amazing. To remind my audience that this is not any new casting. It's not because of her recent work or IC814, for which, by the way, we met. And
Yes.
of course, you're being very appreciated.
Thank you.
This casting actually happened many years
Way,
ago.
way before.
Before both your leads were actually the people and the celebrities, I would say, in today. So I think that that's a question of also picking the right horse, you think?
See, once I always tell this to people, the late Rishikesh Mukherjee had always told me that Ananth, when you cast correctly, you know. And he was actually referring to a film that he made called, Anuradha, in which the lead was, of all people, Balraj Sahni and Leela Naidu. And the distributors told him, "Ye to hero heroine to hai nahi. How did you cast them?" He said, "Yes, I'm sticking to them." And that film went on to win the first President's Gold Medal, which was what the National Award was called those days.
Wow.
You know, so there's one thing he said, cast correctly, whether it's a known, unknown, whatever. What I prefer to cast people, because I had worked with Pratik as a co-actor, I could see his versatility. Because I'd watched her in City Lights, I could see the internalization that she, brought to the screen. So I said, this is exactly what it is. And marvel of marvels, both of them looked like Jyotirao and Savitribai Phule, the sketches that we had for reference. So, I mean, I couldn't ask for more, So, it was not whether they were known or unknown. I knew my casting was correct. I had cast the right people.
Correct.